what's up? We're not backing down. This is the SBTV show, and I'm the dreamer. My boy, the Hatter's on the other side. What's up, yo?
What's up, man? Happy Friday to you. Happy Freaky Friday, Playboy.
No doubt, man. What's happening today, man?
Feeling really good, man. Just ready to kick off the weekend in style, man. Already seeing some beautiful photos come in from the hashtag SBTVNation, Playboy.
Yes, sir. Freaky Friday is in the house today. And we had all types of developments last night as we get into a little bit closer to the NFL, kicking off a little bit of college football, about to kick off real soon. So, hey, we are extremely excited and extremely motivated today as we are talking with you this morning. And then we'll be talking again tonight in Houston on
sir.
KCOH 1230 AM. If you guys are around and you want to hear a little bit of the madness, kick in and check us out. We're going to be on at 6:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, did you get a chance to look at any football last night, player?
I did. I watched most of the Cleveland Brown Buffalo Bill game last night, which was slightly entertaining. It was real. In the beginning, it was real tight. They left most of the quarterbacks played a full half.
Yeah, right.
For both teams actually. So that was interesting. They left guys in a little bit longer than I expected them to. Manziel looked pretty good. He didn't look that bad. His final drive was a little shaky. Yep. But other than that, he looked pretty good. Neither team is that impressive, obviously. So I would expect both teams are going to struggle this season. Buffalo, they didn't look bad, but they looked like, typical Buffalo. And Cleveland, for the most part, looked pretty much like typical Cleveland.
I thought the game was a little boring, to be honest with you. I mean, Johnny Football did go 10 for 18, 118 yards, and a touchdown with a 94.2 passer rating, brother. But I don't know, man. They let him play most of the second half.
Yeah, they gave him the second half. Cade played the first half, McNown. Like I said, both teams look like how I remember them looking last year for the most part. Yes. So Buffalo's defense looks a little bit improved. Rex has him blitzing like crazy, but with that offense, the defense is going to end up being on the field for a lot of football games. So I just don't know that it's going to be enough for them to to make it to the next level, as they still need to find that quarterback. And I'm not sure if they know. I think they're leaning on Matt Castle now. It looks like they're going to go in that direction.
Okay.
Say it again.
I said okay.
Yeah, they didn't play the other guy. And you know what? I wanted to make a comment. Speaking of, since we're on football, there's a couple things I want to fix. First of all, I had said 2 days ago that Le'Veon Bell was a smaller running back. Somebody obviously in the nation pointed out to me, and I can't remember who it is, and I'm sorry. And maybe I'll come up with your name by the end of the show and give you a shout out. But thank you for pointing that out, because he ended up sending me the stats, because when I speak, it's like E.F. Hutton. So he sent me the stats. If you guys, now I'm talking about age too, you guys probably don't even know who E.F. Hutton is. But back in the day, there used to be a commercial. When E.F. Hutton talks, everybody listens. And then they would be like in a room full of people talking, and then it'd say that, and then everybody, whatever. But anyway, Bell is not a smaller running back. He's actually 6'1", 244, actually a bigger running back. So I was wrong with that, and I stand to be corrected, and I thank you for pointing that out. But for some reason, whenever I see him play and I see the Steelers, he looks small to me. I don't know what it is. Some backs, have an optical illusion, but Bell looked like a small back to me. So I have to apologize for that and being wrong on that. The other thing that I'm going to pull back on, I am going to pull back on my Teddy Bridgewater not feeling him.
Really?
Comments. Yeah. I started watching a little bit of the Vikings Tampa Bay game again, because when I'm sitting around, I watch some of the old, some of the other stuff. And I know it's preseason. I know it's Tampa Bay, obviously. So I'm gonna sprinkle that in too. But Teddy just did not look that bad. I liked his mechanics, liked some of his read moves, a couple of his audibles out, looked real comfortable in there. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to the Super Bowl. Don't mistake that. But I originally said I wasn't sold on him, and, I didn't really like him, and I didn't really, feel what he had to bring to offer as a quarterback. I'm gonna fall back from that, and I'm gonna give him a little bit more of a head nod as looking like he might be moving in the right direction.
Yeah, good deal, man. Good deal. So, we'll see what ends up happening with that, and we will go from there, man. So, I'm looking at this last night with the Washington Redskins. RG3 left with a concussion player.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you make of that. We're out, out 3 weeks of football, or 4 weeks still. I'm not sure how many weeks it is. Yeah, I don't really see him not being. I didn't hear anything that said that looks like he's not going to be available. He was walking around after the game. I mean, he looked a little dazed. He got blown up. He did get blown up. I don't think that he's not going to make week 1. However, I don't know if they were so 100% sure that they were going to start him. I mean, I know that they are financially invested in him the most, but the other two guys, I don't know, what's his name didn't look too bad. Kirk Cousins didn't look that bad.
Kirk Cousins went 8 for 12 with 91 yards, man, and Colt McCoy 5 for 6, 80 yards.
Dude, something about Kissing Cousins. I don't know what it is. I know he came in last year and had that big game, but I have liked the stuff that I've seen out of him slightly. I don't know why. I just have liked him. I don't know that, I would hope that my man RG3 gets his act together and can get back in there, because I don't know if he lets Kurt get his hands on the football for like 3 weeks, to week 3 or week 4, if they're going to just implement RG3 back in that offense and not just let Kurt run with it. So, hopefully, obviously you don't want a player to be hurt, and obviously you hope that he's healthy and he's okay and he can shake that off and it's not a big deal and he can get back to playing, because we don't want anybody to have bad health regardless of how good or bad they are at playing football.
No, I hear you, man. But as injury prone as he is, Kissing Cousins is going to get some snaps this year, brother.
Yeah, you can probably count on Kissing Cousins getting some snaps, yes.
Definitely. I love Berman with that nickname, man. That's hilarious. Dude, your girl Ronda Rousey, her next fight is booked at the MGM Grand on January 2nd. She's going to fight Holly Holm, which is a retired boxer. Former world champion boxer. She was featured in Ring Magazine for Female Fighter of the Year 2005 and 2006. She retired in 2013 to focus on mixed martial arts. And we'll see what ends up happening when Rossi goes against a boxer.
I love that, because I just got finished talking about how I had been wondering if they've been trying to get her to fight Layla Ali. And now her fight gets a retired boxer. They look like they're. I mean, I don't even know what kind of shape Layla Ali's in, or if that talk is being brought about. But I know that obviously she was one of the top females, female boxers, and now here's Rossi. So I'm sure it's got to be a little bit of buzz with that maybe in the background.
January 2nd. So, hey, we'll see what ends up happening with that. But that's at the MGM, man. Maybe we'll go spend New Year's in Las Vegas, kid.
Yeah, okay. So, speaking of females, bro, we haven't given this any talk, and I think that it's time that we start maybe talking about it. Let's start talking about Serena Williams getting a Grand Slam this year.
Oh, okay. That's my girl.
Serena Williams has quietly dominated all tennis matches this year so far, all right? And she definitely, listen, the Grand Slam, the last person to do the Grand Slam, I believe, was Steffi Graf, and we're talking like 1996, somewhere in that area. I could be wrong, could be 94. I'm trying to go off the top of my head, but, Serena Williams this year, I don't know if you've paid attention, she has gone out and really obliterated the competition where it has been like no contest. So I really think, like, if there's a prop for her to get a Grand Slam, it might be worth, and I'm sure there is. I haven't looked at it and done any investigation. I'm not a big tennis player, as you guys know, but I do keep abreast of it. But some of you tennis guys, I know you'll get back to me and chime in on me and tell me yay or no. Surmat, I know you're out there, so give me your feedback on that. But you might want to play that prop because, dude, I think she's out to set history, right now. Yeah. And I think she's going for that Grand Slam.
Love to see it, man. Definitely would love to see it. Has anybody ever done that before?
Steffi Graf.
Steffi Graf. So we'll see what ends up. How long ago was that, though?
19. Did you miss me just saying that?
Yeah, you know what I got, dude? I'm sorry, man. My assistant's coming in. I got people at my door downstairs. It's just kind of crazy right now. Sorry about that, guys.
Steffi Graf in like 1996. I'm not sure if it's 96 or 94. I want to make sure I get the information right, so I'm just gonna say a while ago.
All right, I got you.
She did it.
Yeah, dude. I got my assistant bouncing in and out, man. I'm just writing stuff down for her, just trying to get people out of my door here. So we'll see. Hey, what's up, Rays? Thank you very much for that. I got my assistant back. Instead of people pounding at my door and not answering the door. So, hey, speaking of, I guess, females, I guess you could politically call her a female, correct, whatever, but Caitlyn Jenner, man, your boy or girl, whatever she is facing possible manslaughter charges, man. Did you hear this?
No, I did hear it and paid it like very little attention.
Oh, I know. For a car accident, I guess driving a little unsafely and, killed somebody on the road and possible manslaughter. That's brutal, man. That's really tough. And, hey, we'll see what ends up happening with that. But, and speaking of other news, man, how about your boy Jared, the Subway guy, man? Have you read all this?
Yeah, I have it, dude.
Dude, how nasty is this guy, man? I guess he was, soliciting sex from minors and all this other stuff. So I think your boy's going to end up in jail. I think he's going to get a bunch of new samples of a footlong player. It's not going to be the one that he's accustomed to. That's all I got to say about that.
Dude,
let's see.
I don't, these guys, with that crazy situation, I heard him break the news about it. And one thing, dude, when it involves minors, I try to stay really, really, really clear of trying it because it just,
That's so bad.
I got 2 kids. I mean, obviously, anybody. You don't even have to be a father to feel for that. But when you got 2 kids, 2 small kids, and you spend every day so worried about them anywhere they go. And it's funny you mentioned that. Like yesterday, because one of my kids is 4 and the other one's 7, and the 7-year-old comes home yesterday and tells me that the 4-year-old's down the street is somebody's house. I'm like, what are you doing leaving him? You don't leave your brother. If you come home to tell me something, you bring your brother with you. And I'm screaming at it. And I live in Pleasantville.
Yeah, right. The dream's on like a perfectly manicured cul-de-sac. You would never expect that.
I live in Pleasantville. You could go to sleep. Fortunately here, you could go to sleep here with your doors wide open and wake up in the morning and all you'll have is like a raccoon in your basement. But but still, because of today's day and age, man, it's such a rough time period to be raising kids and worrying about your kids. You still don't trust nothing and nobody.
Shouldn't.
Living in Pleasantville.
Right.
Because y'all know in Pleasantville how it happens every now and then. Cat gets crazy, kills everybody in the neighborhood.
I feel you, man. I feel you. So, So a couple of other things here, man. Now with the acquisition of Chase Utley, man, the Dodgers are closing in on a $300 million payroll dream. They better win the World Series with that.
Talk about value.
Value, kid.
I wonder if they're saying we don't play plays that are over 230 juice.
Well, especially that every time they're playing, they have minus 230 juice. So I don't think they're too worried about that, to be honest with you. And they've been punching a lot of people.
Playing that's over 200 juice, even if it's gonna win.
Oh, I know, my God. Without Zach Greinke and Clayton Kershaw, they have a sub 500 record outside of those guys pitching, man. Brutal. I don't think that's going to get it done, man, to be honest with you. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. New York Yankees dropped their game to Cleveland Indians last night, man. Told you to stay away from it, guys. I hope you did because that was a pretty ugly game, man. Dude, I don't know. We'll see what ends up happening with that series. But what do you want to do, man? You want to just
Detroit shut out the Texas Rangers, who you said was up and coming, and our Astros back.
They are, man. They're only a couple games back, to be honest with you. And the Houston Astros, not like they helped out their cause any by being one hit by Chris Archer, the Tampa Bay Rays.
No doubt, I know that was it was funny because they were previewing some of that game after the football game last night. I was on there and I was just sitting back giggling, and so glad that I'm not really betting baseball.
Oh man, if you were betting baseball last night, you probably got smoke show because a lot of underdogs, a lot of those scary matchups, man, ended up coming to fruition. You know what I mean? Like the Red Sox beating up on Kansas City. Dude, I love the Red Sox trying to be dope.
No, I know, but we didn't like that particular matchup.
Yeah.
The Kansas City pitcher on the mound wasn't. I remember we did that, and there was something we didn't really care for that. I think though, weren't we on the Cubs though? That was the only
for
spot
the series play. Here's what I was looking at. I was looking at putting the Cubs and Baltimore in a series play. Dude, the Cubs series play was minus 425. Dream.
Yeah, I figured. I said it was going to be expensive.
I know. I was going to end up putting that out there, and I fell back from it just because it was so expensive. I thought it would be more like, minus 280, 275, something like that. And it ended up being minus 425. So if you put those two plays together, it ended up being paying like 82%. And Baltimore ended up getting smashed last night. I went to bed.
Put that out because then you get the guys that say that. Oh, what kind of gambler? What kind of gambler puts $420? What do you know about gambling?
Well, that's why I say parlay them too. You know what I mean? So, hey,
dude, I love some of the terminologies and some of the stuff some cats say about gambling. It just cracks my side, man.
You love it, dude.
You know what I mean? They take that elitist position. Like, I'm like, yo, Money, ain't you sitting right next to me? You know what I mean? That little tight Bradley suit you got on.
Bradley's, wow. Wow, that's old school.
You ain't exactly walking in here with a suitcase full of money with all your gambling rules. Let me look at your ticket. You only played $100.
Yeah, right.
Big money.
Oh my God.
Back from the rules, player.
Oh my God. Exactly. Hey, we'll see what ends up happening, man. So, one more thing about the NBA. J.R. Smith has decided to return to the Cleveland Cavs after opted out of a $6.4 million contract after nobody else wanted him, Dream.
Nobody else did want him. I don't necessarily know that Cleveland wanted him either.
No, that was the truth though. Nobody else wanted to pay him, man.
Dude is a headache, man. He can be a talented guy, but I guess dude's still like a big partier, out a lot, doing his thing a lot. Ooh, C-Rod, White on the beach.
Oh, man. Winning Pictures sent me something beautiful, dude. Oh, dude, doing a split on the bar. The bar thing that they do now, that bar class? That fitness bar class that they do, it's like a dancing thing. Oh, my God. Oh, Dream. This one's got to go on your Instagram page.
Unbelievable.
Guys, speaking of Instagram, the Dream has a Freaky Friday Instagram page, which is absolutely outstanding. So make sure you take a look at it. It's SBTVNation _FF, standing for Freaky Friday. Take a look at it, give it a follow, and I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed one bit. And I think you got to put this one on there, brother.
I haven't seen it yet. Who's in that one?
This one is by Winning Picks, saying happy freak.
In the ballet room?
Yes.
Oh, got you.
Nice, right? Crazy. All right, man. So
I'm a sucker for the thigh highs.
Yes. So, guys, tomorrow I am working on Corona Picks and Danny B, along with the evil genius of Major League Baseball, Dr. Dan, coming on to break down some MLBs and kind of figure out this whole thing and come out and make some money tomorrow. And then Monday, we got Mr. Doug Upstone coming on, man. Looking forward to getting him on, spreading the knowledge, and we will go from there, Dream. It's going to be a great show on Monday, man. I'm looking forward to it, and Saturday for that matter. And then, obviously, Sunday, me and the Evil Genius will be back in action trying to figure out this baseball and make it work, brother. So what else you got, man, before I jump into the baseball card just for you?
Nothing. Nothing, man. Just fantasy guys, I don't know if you guys are getting prepared, and I don't know if you guys are aware of this. Oh, yeah, two more things I want to bring up real quick about football. Guys, keep in mind, this 2-point conversion thing is going to have a direct impact on gambling.
I told you that.
You guys better keep this in mind this year because it's already starting to rear its head, obviously a little bit in preseason, but keep this in mind as it's going to affect these point spreads. So be cognizant of this 2-point conversion rule. I know most of you know about it and know what's up with it, but for those of you that don't, you might want to start paying it some attention and thinking about it when you're putting in your wager. And now, more than ever, the church of the Moneyline Parlay is open.
Moneyline parlays, baby.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
The other thing I wanted to mention as well is for guys, get ready for fantasy. I am going to have, as we get closer to it, but I am going to have a couple people in to talk some fantasy football with us, as it's important. I know a lot of you guys are into it. I do want to tell you that I don't know if you're aware, you are able to do mock drafts. This is for just like newcomers. I know a lot of you guys probably already know this and are up on this, but you can do some mock drafts. I really recommend. I've over the years done those just to get a feel of the pace of the, you know what I mean, of a draft,
sure.
and to know, if so-and-so goes, where you're going to go here. Sometimes it's those back and forth moves. Now, personally, I feel like you win fantasy football in who you pick up in like the first 4 weeks of regular football as far as your free agent pickups. That's when I feel that the guy you really win fantasy football. I don't really feel anybody. I mean, yeah, there's always that one guy who drafts that nasty, awful team, but for the most part, I think at the draft, most of the teams on paper are all, for the most part, even keel.
Yeah.
And then what happens is somebody ends up going out and they pick up that, that sleeper guy or that guy that nobody ever expected that was going to blow up, or somebody's available, and then, and then all of a sudden this guy goes bananas, and it ends up working out because what happens is, like, one of the regular players that you picked up in the draft, gets banged up or nicked up, so you end up putting him on the bench. You put the other guy in, you get a solid performance out of him for 4 weeks, which takes you into like week 6. All right, then you put the other guy, you implement him back in because his numbers start picking up, and it fuels you all the way. Because sometimes you got to play games with the fantasy football thing as far as the health and keeping guys being fresh.
Yes, definitely, man, absolutely. So, I don't know. I'm probably not going to get involved in the fantasy football this year, but I'm definitely
guys used to be involved with one of with like the hang you.
Yeah, definitely. So, but I'm definitely interested in hearing about it, dude, and seeing what you guys got going on, player.
Yeah,
and I know
I feel so bad you're not in it this year because I liked when you were in it because it gives us something to talk about, obviously, on the show, and it's fun. But the guys are like, your boy is a rat.
Dude, I got news for you. Speaking of winning, my boy Winning Picks is just destroying it right now, dude. He sent me some flavor. He's got all kinds of stuff. He's just popping it, dude. And I'm telling you right now, this dude is really close to making it happen already. So that's all I got to say about that. Dream, you got to look at this stuff, man.
I see it.
You see it, right?
It.
Son, I want to pass out right now, really, too, man. My God. Oh.
Want to head to the bathroom.
Winning Picks. And there's something that's not as thick that's got me going crazy, too. And, getting ready to jump into the beach. To
really?
The water.
Oh. To the water. I see that. That's small, son.
That's small, but it's dope.
Look at you.
Oh, God. All right, man. Let's.
Oh, my God.
I like the two sisters, too, like hugging, man.
Who the baseball?
Oh. All right, guys. Let's jump right into baseball and see what we got going on, man. Let me just switch this up, and
I love the one in the black is incredible.
Oh my God, I know, right?
The 2-piece black is incredible. I know that's got you ready to just pass out off.
Dude, I'm getting lightheaded over here.
I know. I'm sure of. Because I'm getting lightheaded.
Yes. Oh, my. Winning Picks, dude. You definitely are on my radar right now. Oh, my God. All right, man. Let's switch this up and get serious here and get some baseball going. Oh, yeah, Dream. You ready for this or what? Let's go. All right. So the first game we got on the ticket is actually 4:05 Eastern Standard Time, dude. We got the Atlanta Braves coming into the Chicago Cubs. Chicago Cubs did their thing last night when they were minus 280 juice with Jake Arrieta on the mound. I got to be honest with you, man. Arrieta's been emerging as one of the premier aces in the league, bro. I don't know if you've been paying attention to him, but in that one-game wild card, if they do face Pittsburgh, he's probably going to go against Garrett Cole, and Garrett Cole has not been that good as of late. So Pittsburgh's season, as dope as they are, they come into the Cubs, and if the Cubs end up with a better record and they go into the Windy City versus Arrieta, I think they may have an issue getting out of there. So
I've been all over Arrieta. I watched every start he's made play.
Yeah, shut up.
He's incredible, an absolutely incredible pitching he has.
All right, Shelby Miller versus Kyle Hendricks. Shelby Miller, man, an underdog, plus 175 at Chicago. Chicago minus 210. Don't have a total yet. What do you got?
No total. I got Hendricks at 6-5 with a 3.97 ERA. The Cubs are 35-26 at home. Shelby Miller's coming into town 5-9, 2.43 ERA. The Braves are 21-44 on the road. I would expect the Cubs would continue to.
My screen is frozen with all this Freaky Friday madness, kid. Just looking at a couple of things here. Shelby Miller with that 5-9 record. My God, dude. No run support whatsoever here, man. His last couple of starts versus Arizona, 7 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run versus Miami. 5 innings, 2 hits. 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned runs. And versus San Francisco, 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs as well. So he hasn't been letting up that many runs, to be honest with you. He's dropped 2 of those last 3. And as a matter of fact, dude, he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, a lot of losses in a row there, man. My God. I don't know, dude. You know what? No opinion on this game. The series play, if you guys got involved in it, you did your thing, but it was very, very heavy juice. I'm falling back from this. I don't like this game, Dream.
Okay.
All right. Cubs are 16-4 in their last 20 games, dude. One of the hottest teams in Major League Baseball right now. Next one we have on the ticket is Minnesota coming into Baltimore, and Baltimore has Y-Yen Chen pitching yet again, probably getting his 100th start of the year versus Minnesota's Tom Malone. Baltimore minus 170 with an under-over of 8.5. What do you got here?
All right, Chen is 7-6 with a 3.20 ERA. The Orioles 37-22 at home. The Twins 22-37 on the road. Wow, opposite records.
Yeah, totally, man, totally.
Malone is 6-3 with a 3.65 ERA.
I love Baltimore here, bro. Especially after getting smashed last night, dude. I'm absolutely in love with Baltimore in this matchup here. Looking at Y-Yen Chen, obviously he's like one of their premier starters here, even though his ERA is not all that. Minnesota 8-17 in the last 25, got tired of getting bullied by the New York Yankees and went and laid the smackdown on them last night, 15-2. Baltimore 5-2 in their last 7 games, and they're 5-2 in the last 7 games at home. Dude, Baltimore wins this game tonight. I just don't know if I'm going to do the -1. I think I'm going to go with the -1. It's probably going to get me down to like a -120 on the juice. And I think Baltimore goes ham tonight, dude.
No doubt.
All right, so next one we have on the ticket is Cleveland at New York. Cleveland coming off their win last night. The Cleveland Indians putting Carlos Carrasco on the mound versus Masahiro Tanaka. New York Yankees are minus 155 with an under-over of 7.5 runs. What do you got here, brother?
All right, we got Tanaka's on the mound, 9-5, 3.56 ERA. The Yankees are 36-22 at home. The Indians are 32-30 on the road. Carrasco is 11-9 with a 3.63 ERA. Interesting matchup. A-Rod did go yard last night, so he's still got a little pop left in his bat. I think the Yankees get it done today, but I'm not going to. Listen, you guys know I'm pretty much a wrap with football. Baseball.
All right, so when you look at Carlos Carrasco in his last 4 starts, man, he pitched 33 innings, only letting up 5 earned runs in that span. So he's been halfway decent, man, and only 13 hits in that entire span there. Those are going back the last 4 games, and he did pitch versus the Yankees and did win the game. 8 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs. So, you know what, Dream? This is an ugly one as well. I'm going to stay away from this one. Don't like it. Carrasco's not been bad. Let me just see what Tanaka's done in his last few, man.
Just move on.
Hold on. At Toronto, 9 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run at Toronto, Dream. Tanaka's been on his game, man, and pitched versus Toronto in the previous game before that at home, 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs as well. So, guys, you know what? What's the under-over here? 7.5? That sounds about right. That's right on the money, dude. I'm staying away from that one. I don't like it. I love Baltimore, though. The next one we have is Milwaukee coming into the Washington Nationals. Dude, how about the Washington Nationals with Scherzer on the mound, minus 200 juice, and lost the game again last night, man.
Tell me what Carrasco did in July 3rd.
July 3rd?
No, I'm teasing you. Because we need just one more tidbit about that game to say we're not going to touch it.
You know, I get a lot of tweets where people say, hey, I'm glad you broke that game down even though you didn't play it nice lean.
No doubt.
So, that kind of stuff happens, but...
No doubt. I'm just, I gotta get you a little tease. Come on, don't be all business player.
I'm trying to listen.
You want to just kick out stats and breakdowns.
Son, I'm trying to stay focused with all this winning pick stuff coming in with all these females, dude. My God.
You want to do stats and breakdowns? I got this show for you.
All right. All right, man. I'll keep it moving on. That note, Milwaukee at Washington. Milwaukee, Jimmy Nelson. Washington, Gio Gonzalez. Washington minus 165. Under/over of 7. Washington has Milwaukee coming to town, and what a better team to come in for them to get back in order than the Milwaukee Brewers. So Washington wins the series here, Dream. They bounce back finally, and they got to catch the Mets here, man, and they have to win the series versus Milwaukee. I think Washington gets it done. I think you could take them in this series and keep it moving. I just don't know if it'll be heavy or not. It'll probably be kind of heavy. Washington minus 165, under/over of 7 runs. Go for it.
No doubt. And I'm going to break for 1 second because I haven't mentioned anybody's name that's been retweeting the show, as you guys are all busy giving us the Freaky Friday information, and we appreciate that. P for Prez is out there. Nick Orestes D. Winning picks, obviously, BT. INT's out there. Direct Sports Solution. Good morning to you, brothers, and thank you so much. As always, JDH24, Lone Star Ombre, OJFB, MG86, Christos Urban, Justin Hernandez, Rick Lopez, AZ Wildcat 83, Clownman Swag, Tanakis, Steve O, C. Rodriguez Jr., JC, Sirach, King J, the Moneyline Hunter, Benjamin Rowe, 5-1, Joseph Del Rosario, Jordy Best, and Average Joe Punter out there from Australia, kicking it in for us. As far as the Nationals are concerned, they are 60-60, 31-23 at home. The Brewers are 52-70, 24-32 on the road. Nelson is 9-9 with a 3.61 ERA. Reminds me of Jordy Nelson. Gonzalez is 9-5 with a 3.86 ERA, and reminds me of Tony Gonzalez, as I am solely thinking about football right now.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are, man. For you to be watching preseason games front to back, I could tell you're fiending.
Dude, you know what? You know what it is, though? It's my wife is in training. She's gonna do a competition, and she's involved in going to the gym, and she's gone like for forever. Either she's in training or she's having an affair, one of the two. But she's gone for like forever. So I get mad time to do stuff I want to do, because the kids don't want to be bothered with me if they got their iPads charged. You know what I mean? And I haven't pulled them away from them. So I'm sitting down last night. I'm like, I could either go watch a baseball game.
Go watch a baseball game, player. Come on.
obviously not. Or I could watch some of this preseason football. So yeah, I've been watching it because I want to get a beat on these. I really want to get a beat in the feel for some of these teams and see some of the new acquisitions and where they're at. But we can get right back to the baseball.
I think some of the nation is kind of understanding my little love affair with some of the flavor out there, Dream. So I'm starting to see a lot more. Starting to see a lot more sisters on here, man. I'm feeling it. Love it. Love it. All right, man. So what a great track to talk over as well, huh? This one got me going on, man. All right, Washington 2-7 in their last 9 games. Milwaukee 1-7 in their last 8 on the road. Washington gets the job done here, guys. That's all I can tell you about that. Let's see. San Francisco at Pittsburgh. We've been talking about unders with these NL Central teams, man. And you know what? Last night was no different, man. San Francisco got blanked by the Pittsburgh Pirates, man. And San Fran putting Madison Bumgarner on. The only problem is they're facing Jeff Locke, who's been up and down. Let's see. What do we got for a line? I don't have a line yet. Do you?
San Fran minus 127 and an over and under of 7. My line's usually off about 5 points, so it's probably San Fran minus 130.
All right, sounds good, man. Sounds good. So when I take a look at this matchup, the pitcher locks here. The last time Bumgarner pitched was versus the Washington Nationals and pitched 9 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs. Faced your Houston Astros, also pitched a full game in 5 innings, 1 earned run, and at Atlanta, 7 1/3, 7 hits, 1 earned run as well. So Bumgarner is kind of feeling himself, man.
Okay, and Bum's been pretty good on the road in years past as well. So, I think you're getting this game at a pretty decent price if you're interested in taking the Giants, which I am not referring to you doing, but I'm saying if you are into it, this is not a bad price to get Bumgarner, as he is pretty good on the road. 14-6 is his record. He's 2.98 ERA, which is pretty good. Giants are 30-32 on the road, and they are, trying to keep pace. The Pirates, though, are also in the hunt as well. 42-19 at home. They do play well at home. Locke is going, though, at 6-7 with a 4.31 ERA. I'm not really sure where you go here, guys, but if you do like San Fran, I think you're getting at a pretty decent price for some of you coupon cutters.
Yes. The only bright spot for Jeff Locke was versus the Mets. At the Mets, actually held them to 1 earned run, 5 1/3 innings, man. But before that, at St. Lucia, 4 earned runs. Versus the Cubs, 4 earned runs. Versus Cincinnati, 3 earned runs. You know what? I'm kind of feeling like a first 5 with the Giants here. I really like that. I think that's what I'm going to get involved with, man. It might be close to even money, dude, to be honest with you. So kind of feeling the first up 5 innings. And I think San Francisco could put up a run or 2 on Jeff Locke, and I think we'll cash that dream.
All right.
First 5 innings with the San Francisco Giants. Next one we have is Texas at the Detroit Tigers. Texas, Colby Lewis versus Detroit's Justin Verlander. Dude, are the Detroit Tigers trying to turn their season around here?
No, it's just that you gave the kiss of death to the Texas Rangers by talking about how they're dope. So they have started their slide.
Oh, I know. Oh, man. Rick Lopez just sent me a picture of your girl that's got the abs that's on your Instagram.
Yeah, I love her.
Oh, dude, she's just ridiculous. So, when I look at this matchup here, Detroit minus 125, under over of 8.5. I don't like the game one bit, guys. I am going to completely stay away from this one. Both teams are actually playing pretty decent in their last few outings, man. Texas 6-2 in the last 8. Detroit 4-1 in their last 5. 4-2 in the last 6 at home. As nasty as Detroit is, you always got to remember that they are top in the league as far as batting average and on-base percentage, man. We've been saying that all year long, so they can be involved in every single game. The problem is their bullpen is one of the worst in the league. I want to say they're like 26th or 27th in the league as far as bullpen is concerned. So we're going to stay away from that and move over to Kansas City at Boston. Kansas City putting their ace, Johnny Cueto, on the mound versus Boston's Henry Owens. K-Sizzle minus 165, under over of 8.5. What do you got here, Dream?
Hey, back to that game. I happen to kind of like Colby Lewis over Detroit. I think Verlander is a rat, to be honest with you. 1-5 with a 4.11 ERA. He's been struggling this year. If you're gonna take a shot, I'm thinking, as getting some money, getting plus money, you might want to give the Rangers a shot. I'm not doing it, but I'm just speaking from that novice, guy watching and sports watcher. I haven't been one thing I have been able to do this season with baseball is been able to spot bad pitchers. And it looks like Verlander is not who he used to be.
Well, he did come out and get a smoke show by Kansas City in his first outing, but the last 2 starts he actually hasn't given up an earned run at your Houston Astros as well. So I don't know, man. You know what, I'm not even gonna get into my Houston Astros talk with you, but
okay.
the bats kind of fell off there a little bit. Have you noticed that?
I have not.
You have not. Well, you know, what do you know about baseball anyway? But, you know, hey, I'm just saying, man. And now they got the good news for them is they got the nasty Dodgers coming into town. So I think they can do their thing against the Dodgers. But we'll see what ends up happening. Philadelphia at Miami, no interest, no opinion. Miami minus 135, under over of 8. You want to see who the pitchers are, guys? Just, you know, it's Akoff
and Flores, 1-1.
Akoff and Flores,
5
man.
ERA. Phillies decided to just grab a guy out of the crowd and let him.
Yeah, it seems like both of them
at
have.
The strip club right now.
Yeah,
right. their pitchers at Club Live.
Yeah, right. He was at Club Live every Sunday.
He's at Club Live right now making it rain. So they're like, yo, get this, let this cat go pitch today.
Yes. Oh, we got Yato back on the ticket today, man. What's up? I thought he must have snuck to the bathroom and had to send us some photos.
No, what is cell phone?
Yes. All right. Guys, you know what? Philadelphia and Miami. Miami, dude, was up 8-1 yesterday and almost lost the game. They let up like 5 more runs, and you know, Philadelphia tried to sneak that game from them, but didn't end up happening. Miami closed it out 8-6. Arizona at Cincinnati, pretty ugly game here. Arizona, Robbie De La Rosa. Cincinnati, David Holmberg. Arizona minus 130, under over of 8 runs. What do you got here, Dream?
We got Robbie De La Rosa, 10-5 with a 4.40 ERA. The Diamondbacks are 29-32 on the road. The Cincinnati Reds 28-29 at home. Holmberg is 1-2 with a 5.95 ERA.
All right, sounds good, man. Yato, the one in the little skirt needs a tan, brother. He's got like that Casper White going on, man. All right, so taking a look at this, Arizona statistically is pretty much better in every category I'm looking at here. Arizona 4-1 in the last 5 when playing Cincinnati. They did win the game last night. Cincinnati is on a 5-game losing streak, and the under's gone under in 12 of their last 18 games. You know what, guys? Better games on the ticket. I think we're going to stay away from this one as well. The LA Dodgers coming into the Houston Astros, Dream. You know how bad the Dodgers have been on the road, and Houston is one of the better teams at home.
I do know Houston's one of the better teams at home, but they look, you know, it's the up and down skids that you got to watch for, and I don't know if Houston's in one. They do have Anderson coming in tonight on the mound for the Dodgers, 7-7 with a 3.48 ERA. Your boy Fires is going for the Astros, 5-9 with a 3.87 ERA. You know, I kind of like the under in this game and not a side.
Really? Under 8?
I kind of like it.
All right, well, let me just take a look at this real quick, guys. Let me see what the Dream has got popping here. Fires, 5-9 rec. Okay, I'm looking at the ERAs you just alluded to. Both teams are averaging a little over 4 runs. I'd like to see what the Dodgers do with Chase Utley in the lineup, man. You know?
Yeah.
I think Houston can beat them in this series, Dream.
I gotta know. We gotta see who's pitching the next 2 days.
All right, I'll tell you right now, man. So you know, you got Brett Anderson versus Michael Fires tonight. Tomorrow you're looking at, well, you got Greinke versus Kazmir, dude. That's going to be a hell of a matchup there.
Yep.
And then you have let's see, Kershaw versus McCullers.
Yeah,
wow, they're throwing. Oh, okay. That's going to make that price really interesting, man. Because the Dodgers are going to be favored tomorrow night. I don't know if the Dodgers are going to be. Yeah, they'll probably be favored with Greinke on the mound, obviously. Not by much, though. I think I'll take Houston Astros tonight with Michael Fires. I can't believe I'm doing that either. You know what, guys? Let me get back to you on this game. You know what I'm saying? I got to do some homework. I got to take a look at the lineup here and see what's happening because, you know, Houston's been kind of struggling offensively a touch. So, and the LA Dodgers have been pitiful on the road, man. So
that's why I said I like the under.
Okay. All right.
But I don't love it, but like it.
All right. New York Mets coming into the Colorado Rockies. New York Mets put in Bartolo Colon versus Colorado's John Gray. New York Mets minus 120, under over of 11 runs. Wow. What do you got here?
Son, the SBTV, the Freaky Friday thing, it's like Black History Month.
Oh.
Yo, I love it.
Oh. Dude, it's madness right now.
It's like February.
Wow.
Oh, my God. It went ham. No, son. Anyway.
Oh, my Lord.
Bartolo Colon, your boy, is on the mound today. He is 10-11 with 4.58 ERA. The Mets are 22-35 on the road. The Rockies are 27-33 at home. Gray is on the mound. He's got no decisions, and he's got a 2.40 ERA for Colorado. No interest in this game.
No interest in this game whatsoever, guys. I mean, Colorado, dude, I got to be honest with you, man. I was watching the end of the Nationals game last night, and wasn't as many fans in the stands, but they were cheering them right on, man. As bad as the Colorado Rockies have been, their fans are somewhat loyal out there, man. So, I don't know. You know, Bartolo Colon, especially in Coors Field, has the ability to get blown up in this, man. You know, when you look at him, let me just see what Colon has done in his last couple of outings here. Surprisingly, versus Pittsburgh, he only let up 1 earned run in 7 innings. But versus at Tampa Bay, 4 earned runs in 6 2/3 innings. And versus San Diego, 2 1/3 innings, 6 earned runs. Dude, I don't know. You know what, guys? Better games on a ticket. We're going to stay away from that one as well. Toronto coming into the LA Angels, Dream. This should be a really good series.
Yep.
Toronto, David Price versus LA's Hector Santiago. Both teams putting their respective aces on the mound. Toronto minus 165 with an under-over of 7. What do you got here?
We have my man David Price, 11-4 with a 2.41 ERA, going up against Santiago, 7-6 with a 2.86 ERA. The Angels are 39-24 at home. The Blue Jays are 26-32 on the road.
All right. I've noticed that the LA Angels bats have been struggling a little bit as well, man. You know, when I take a look at this matchup here, guys, couple of trends to report. Toronto is 13-3 in their last 16 games and 4-1 straight up in the last 5 on the road. LA Angels 8-15 in their last 23 games, Dream. Unbelievable, man. 4-1 in the last 5 at home. When I take a look at this, the LA Angels, the Toronto Blue Jays, believe it or not, their relievers have pitched 11 1/3 innings in the last 3 games. So that's almost 4 innings per game, man. So their starters aren't going that deep. David Price I would expect a low-scoring affair here, especially with these 2 aces on the mound. You know, you know what? I can never bet an under with Toronto. I can't. 5.24 runs a game. You know what I'm saying? They could put up a 5 spot on you, and that 7 looks dusty in like the 3rd inning, dude. So you know what? I'm going to stay away from this one as well, man. I'm going to just continue to watch this and see what happens with this game, Dream.
Okay.
We'll move over to the next 3, guys. We got Tampa Bay at Oakland. The next 3 are really kind of nasty, so we'll have the conversation about it. But Tampa Bay, Drew Smyly versus Oakland's Chris Bassett. Oakland minus 115, under over of 7. What do you got?
We have, the Oakland Athletics got Bassett on the mound, 1-4 with a 2.60 ERA. The A's are 29-34 at home. The Rays 29-30 on the road. Smyly is 0-2 with a 4.35 ERA.
Damn,
Tampa
man,
Bay.
What a nasty ass game this is, dude. No opinion whatsoever, guys. Don't bet this game. Don't bet it at all. I mean, Oakland, you saw what they just did to the Dodgers, and the Tampa Bay Rays are not much better. Let me tell you, 2-5 in their last 7 games, 2-6 in the last 8 on the road, and they love unders, man, especially when these 2 teams play each other, man. About 75% of the games in the last 12 have gone under between these 2, 8 of the last 12 to be exact. Oakland, 2-7 in the last 9, but they are 5-0 in their last 5 at home. So, you know what, guys? No opinion here. If anything, you might want to take a look at an under 7, especially this being a pitcher's park. Only 1.7 home runs per game are hit in this park going back the last year and a half. I'm good with it. Chicago at Seattle. Chicago, look at this matchup, Dream. Chicago with Chris Sale versus Seattle's Felix Hernandez coming off his beatdown that he had versus the Boston Red Sox, letting up 10 earned runs. What do you got here, man?
We have Hernandez is 14-7 with a 3.65 ERA as King Felix. The Mariners are 26-33 at home. The White Sox 26-35 on the road. Chris Sale is 11-7 with a 3.32 ERA.
Wow, dude. Wow. Under over of 6 here, dude. Dude, this is a complete coin flip for me, brother. I don't like these coin flip games, man. I'm going to stay away from it. Has gone over in 17 of the last 23 White Sox games, and then they want to post an under over of 6 runs. Yikes! When you look at what King Felix did in his last outing, we alluded to it earlier, man. He had like 10 earned runs, guys. So you know what? I'm all set with this game. I have no opinion whatsoever on it, man. 2 1/3 innings, 12 hits, 10 earned runs versus the Red Sox. Unbelievable, guys. Stay away from it. Don't even get involved in it. If anything, if you want to go maybe a team total under with one of the 2 teams, I don't even know which one to tell you, to be honest with you. Final game we got is the Cardinals at the San Diego Padres. Dream. Cardinals with John Lackey versus Andrew Kashner for the San Diego Padres. St. Louis minus 132, under over of 6.5 runs. What do you got?
Kashner 4-12 with a 4.20 ERA. The Padres are 29-29 at home. The Cardinals are 24 on the road. Cardinals, by the way, have one of the best road records in the league. Lackey is 10-7 with a 2.87 ERA.
You know, the St. Lucia Cardinals do have the best road record.
Yep.
They were last I checked, I want to say they were like 7 games over 500 on the road. So, you know, that's something that can get it done in the postseason, man. You know, when I look at this this particular matchup here, I'd expect an under to pop here. But the problem is that, you know, I'm looking at St. Lucia, and that's usually, you know, with the NL Central teams, I love the unders. But San Diego does have the ability to have some overs pop in their games, guys. So, you know what? I don't like this game either. So I'm going to stay away from it, to be honest with you. St. Louis 10-4 in their last 14 games. San Diego 5-1 in their last 6, and 5-1 in their last 6 at home. So, Dream, I don't like it. It's a 10-10 start. Guys, feel free to do whatever the hell you want with it. But for me, no opinion there whatsoever. So, Dream, that's pretty much it for me, brother.
All right.
All right. So, obviously you have no baseball that you're looking at. Do we have any NFL football games preseason tonight?
Yeah, you do. You have.
What do you got?
Yes, we do have NFL preseason football games tonight. Hold on 1 second as I get to it.
Yes.
I'm sorry. And tonight we have the Falcons are playing the Jets.
Oh.
And the Seahawks are playing the Chiefs.
All right. And what time are those games on?
We got the Falcons at the Jets. They got a 7:30 start. Seahawks are playing the Chiefs at 8 o'clock p.m. Guys, you know I don't recommend gambling on preseason football. So don't do it. Just relax.
Just fall back.
It's coming. It'll be here in a minute. We'll all be in the mess together. But, you know, I'm just not getting into it. I'm not forcing it. You guys know that. I told you, you know, there's some baseball stuff that I like a little bit, but I'm not putting it out because I'm just not going to force it. So I'm not going to give you guys some stuff that, you know, I don't really love. There's a couple of things that, you know, I could probably play, sure, but I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I got you, man. My boy System Picture sent me a DM and said that the Colorado pitcher Gray is kind of dope, so be careful. And, yeah, like I said, man, you know, that particular game, especially with Bartolo Colon, I think he can get banged up in Coors Field. So I'm good with that one as well. So what I'm on, guys, right now is, you know, I'm taking a look at this whole thing. And to be honest with you, I am in love with the Baltimore Orioles. I think I will get Wei-Yin Chen minus 1 run. It's probably going to bring me down to a minus 120, minus 115, somewhere in that ballpark. And believe it or not, I'm feeling the Washington Nationals, but I'm going to be careful with this because they're traveling back home from Colorado. And you know how it goes, man. You know, they usually travel, and then that first game, they come out a little sluggish. So, in order of interest, Baltimore is my number 1 pick of the day, Dream. And
All right.
I'm looking at, dude, I hate to do this. I mean, I'm on the fence with it, but I'm leaning the Houston Astros.
For the series or for the game?
For the game.
Okay.
Because, you got Kershaw and Greinke going the next two. So
that's why I want to clarify that.
Yeah, definitely. So that's pretty much it, dude. So,
right.
Dream, dude, hands down, winning picks, dude, all day long.
Okay.
All day long. Guys, you know what? I don't usually pick the winner, but today I'm doing it, and the winning picks just had me flustered like most of the whole show. So that's my boy, and congratulations to him, even though there's some more stuff coming through from System Picks and Ciroc King J, and let's see who else. Marlon is sending some stuff this morning. Wow, dude. It's going crazy, man. So that's pretty much what we're going to do, man. That's going to kick off the weekend for us, Dream.
System Picks. Ooh.
I know. Oh, my God. And my boy Steve-O sent a really cool photo that I'm actually going to post on my Instagram wall with a hot air balloon that looks like the backside of a female, dude. I'm definitely going to pop that on, dude. That's a great photo, man. So what you got to do to close out, brother?
Hey, man, I want to thank everybody that is participating and sending in these picks, man. C. Rodriguez Jr., your stuff was incredible. Marlon's out there. Ciroc King J, always. My man Yato, Rick Lopez, thank you all so much for all your support and all the picks as they look fantastic as usual. Guys, we got Madden dropping on the 25th, so I don't know if any of you Madden heads are out there, but it's next week that's going to drop, and you know I'm excited about that, as I always get Madden every year, get into it, and I love playing it, so I can't wait for the new edition to move on and get with that, so that should be fun. And hey, you know what, I'm going to put a PS4 on the list this year for Christmas, so I could play with some of you guys, because most of you guys seem to be on PS4. I'm on Xbox One, but most of you guys are on PS4, so we'll have to definitely get together and play. I don't understand why. Well, I do understand why, but it would be nice if both systems would make it compatible so we could play each other. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, I know that Sony. I know they're competitors. I don't necessarily know that they would lose sales though if they just made it. It would be just one more caveat to make to up their sales if they made both networks compatible. But I know the networks have their own essential problems too, so it's probably a big nightmare headache. But that would be cool if I could play, on my Xbox, play some of you guys, on your PlayStations, and I don't have to switch, because I know last time I did that, I had issues because the controllers are different. So whatnot. So you guys who play video games know what I'm talking about. Everybody else is probably scratching their head like they always are about me. But anyway, want to thank my man Marlon, Total Sports Edge, who will be coming on next week as well to give us some information, some football knowledge. LA WizKids, I'm finishing up his date and getting his appointment booked. LA WizKid, what's going on? System Picks is out there as well. 63 Matty Fresh, P for Press, Nick Orestes D. Winning Picks is out there, and he won the Freaky Friday contest. Hatter, you were going to have to pick the pick that you like the most. Yes. I'm thinking you're leaning the ballerina one.
Dude, the ballerina one is insane, but there's a couple that I'm just like foaming at the mouth over.
All right, so we'll go over that a little bit later when I see you today. BT's out there as well. INT, Direct Sports Solutions. Once again, thank you so much, Direct Sports Solutions. And we will talk with you a little bit later. JDH24, Lone Star Ombre, OJFB, MG86, Christos, my boy Irvin, what's up? Justin Hernandez, Rick Lopez, AZ Wildcat 83, Clown Man Swag, what's happening, man? Keep paying attention to Serena Williams. I think she's going to get that Grand Slam this year. I think she wants to make history. I think she wants to go down as one of the best to ever play the game, and she impact on that sport. Tanakis is out there, Steve O, C. Rodriguez Jr., JC, Ciroc King J, the Moneyline Hunter, Benjamin Rowe 5-1, Joseph Del Rosario, Jordy Best, Average Joe Punter. Oh, we also didn't talk about Tiger Woods actually been playing somewhat okay.
Really?
Yeah, as shocking as that is. He played, I guess they had something yesterday that he's in. I don't know what the tournament is. I don't know what exactly it is. I just know that Tiger looked pretty good for once instead of looking like me out there.
Oh, wow. Wow, nice. About time, man. About time.
Yeah, no doubt. Would like to see him turn his career around. I struggle with him to have so much success at the beginning of his career and then be struggling and be where he is at now. It would be nice to see him turn it around. I can tell you one thing. I don't know what happened with him in Vaughn, but I would have not let her go.
I feel you.
Nevertheless, guys, I am the Dream. We are out of here. Guys, if you want to listen to us, we will be back on tonight at 6:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. KCOH, 12:30 a.m. They have an app. I am sorry that we are not able to do this thing on Spreaker and put it over to our link and have it on our page as well. We are working on that. It will happen, but just not yet. In the meantime, you can download their app on whatever device you have, and if you're interested in listening to us, listen to us on that show, 6:15 p.m. It should be pretty entertaining because I got a lot of topics to go over, a lot of things to go over, and I got some things funny that I think I'm going to say. So it should be, a pretty good bunch of laughs on that ride for that little time period. All
right, sounds good, man. That is the drive home in Houston, man. So, guys, if you're in the central area time zone, it is 5:15 Central. It is 3:15 on the West Coast and 6:15 Eastern. So that's pretty much where we are, and we'll go from there. Dream.
No doubt, guys. I am the Dream. Always remember who you're with. Make the most of each and every day, as you cannot get this time back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Guys, we are Sports Bettors TV, the biggest show in the world, having an absolute blast every single day of the week. We love you to death. Go out there. Go easy. Do your own homework. Bet your own plays. Make all your dreams a reality and get that money. Let's go.